Hello everyone, it's your boy Rosin back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. So I'm a little late to the party with this video, but I did manage to weasel my way into the Mirror's Edge Catalyst closed beta, which is now long over. Kind of making this a little late, but I really am looking forward to this game. I really liked the first Mirror's Edge, even with all of its flaws and shit. I think it's just a phenomenal game, and I actually still kind of can't believe we're getting a sequel. Especially in 2. Right here I just have some footage from various parts of the tutorial and first couple missions here. I can't fucking believe how much money they put into this thing. I just wanted to record some quick impressions, and just right off the bat, well, the first thing I noticed was that they've kind of gone full cyberpunk sci-fi with it, which I think is really neat. Kind of weird seeing this super duper anti-corporate, anti-establishment game coming out of EA, but what can you do? Yeah, like, this game just looks great, and I'm usually not really one to really care about how a game looks, but just in comparison to how far we've come since the first Mirror's Edge, it was just really impressive to see that change in not even really quality, but just the amount of attention that this game is getting from EA and DICE, which is just really great. Really like that. But yeah, so just showing off some of the basic tutorial stuff right here to kind of explain some movement.
Oh, at least you got here before dawn.
This guy is a new character in this new rebooted universe. He seems to be kind of like your main kind of rival character, who is, I mean, he's not like a bad guy or anything, at least not yet in the story. I don't know, maybe he turns on you. But, he's kind of just this rival douchebaggy character that is, like, kind of better than you, but, like, you're just kind of getting back into the game. The main character, Faith, in this universe was, in prison for a while and kind of out of the whole running thing that they do in the Mirror's Edge universe. And that guy, his name is Icarus, kind of seemed to have taken her place, and there's kind of a tension built up there, which actually I like the writing a lot more than I expected. I mean, it's Mirror's Edge, so like kind of who gives a shit about the story, but they did a pretty good job, at least with the cutscenes I've seen so far, at making you actually kind of care about what's going on and the characters, which is neat, especially for kind of like the like I said before, kind of a cheesy anti-fight the man story that they're going for. But yeah, this part is kind of just a tutorial. You find holograms here that explains just all the different things you can do to fight off enemies that are in your way. And I really like what they did here. In interviews and stuff, they talked about how they wanted to make it so that you can attack enemies that are in your way without really breaking your flow or momentum. And I always kind of wondered how they do that, but they do it in some really cool ways, and there's a lot of, you know, jump attacks and stuff like that. And right here, actually, this is a fun little clip I caught. And he's going all the way down. Yeah, so you have this system in this game called flow, where the more you're running and the faster you're going, you can see that little bar in the bottom left there, and as I stop to take in the jump that I just jumped, or the side of the jump I just jumped rather, I just went all the way back down and unfilled. But yeah, when that flow gauge rather is filled up, you're pretty much invincible, and you can fight off like an enemy if you really need to, but also too when that flow gauge is full, if you're running, you just cannot be hit by bullets, which in the first game that was kind of an awkward problem sometimes, where you would be full sprint and then you'd get shot and kind of slowed you down. It felt kind of weird. Yeah, so that flow system completely changes how that works. Really nice. They do some other stuff too, like one thing I really like is that if two enemies are near each other and you're running past them, you can just kind of flick the stick and hit a button, and you just kind of push one into the other. And like, also too, there's a thing I'm going to show in just a little bit here actually, where you have these traversal attacks where you can kind of just Mario stomp onto enemies, and it doesn't break your flow at all, and you can just keep going. Yeah, I'm going to show it off right here. This is kind of the tutorial mission. I guess I should explain too that this game is actually open world, which I wasn't really sure how I'd feel about it. But actually, the implementation is a lot better than I thought it would be. There's a lot of just collectibles and stuff that normally in a game, like I'm kind of, at this point, I'm kind of a little bit tired on AAA open world stuff, but just the fact that moving around in this game, just because of the parkour nature of it, because moving around is so fun, I found that I really didn't care and I actively wanted to explore, which was a really interesting solution. And yeah, so that was the traversal attack system tutorial. Really like actually in the first little bit of the game here, there's a lot of characters that you can meet that just kind of offer you little side jobs that you don't have to take, but if you want to and you want to learn a little bit more about how to play the game good, you can totally do it. Here's one of the side missions. It's the last thing I'm going to show off, where it's basically just a little time trial thing where you need to get from point A to point B in as short amount of time as possible. One thing I actually do like is that they do have like a little recommended route for you to go on, but even the loading screen tells you, hey, if you want to optimize your time, don't even follow that. Just find your own way and see, you know, if you can find an optimal path that'll get you there faster than what we recommend, so you can place on the online leaderboard and stuff. So yeah, I really like that. Can't wait to see what the community discovers with this game, and I make it to the little delivery box right as the timer hits 0. But yeah, that's my Mirror's Edge impressions. I really recommend this game. It's looking great, and I hope you guys consider picking it up, because I sure as hell am super excited for this one.